Shalom Akim, Shalom Akwathiam. Call Halal Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kradash, and double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. It's your brother Ban Im from the Great Millstone Atlanta camp. And I'm going to deem this video the beauty of the teaching and the preaching of the gospel. I'm sure many of you brothers can recall the parable of the woman that found that one lost coin that she was looking for. And this is what it's all about, reaching the lost sheep of the house of Israel. And what you're going to listen to here momentarily is one of the many beloved elders of the Atlanta camp give his commentary on what occurred during this past Saturday's camp. Because as you can see, as it states in the caption, this word has the power to heal. Listen closely, and per usual, I'll chime in momentarily.
And as always, peace, love, many blessings unto the elect. All right, this your brother Itazawam. I'm coming back through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Al Shah with another lesson. Lord willing, I do hope and pray that it's edifying. Okay, so I'm gonna be doing a pretty much a follow-up video to this past camp, street speaking, here in the Atlanta camp, Atlanta, Georgia. This individual that you see right here on the screen with the dreadlocks. He came, he was compelled to, stop and listen, to the word. And, we was kind of having a, just like a back and forth conversation. It wasn't an argument, but, he was in agreement. And, the spirit just really was bringing out things to kind of uplift him and comfort him. And, it really brought him to tears. The brother started crying, and, he was saying how he just needed to heal. He needed to fix a lot of things in himself and his spirit. And it really just broke him down. But he was so appreciative. He was appreciative that we were out on the highways and byways to give him that word. And it just really goes to show you the importance of being at Camp 1. And also it shows you that this word has some real serious power, healing power.
An elder could not have been more correct, all right? Because as we're compelled to do, to be out on the highways and hedges, because we know that the Lord is not dwelling in these modern day churches. This is the book of Luke, chapter 14, verse 23, and it reads, "Then the master," who's the master? Yahweh Shai, said to the servants. Who's the servants? All right, right now the elect men of Israel. And those men are teaching and preaching the truth of the gospel. Remember, it states, "For Jacob, my servant's sake." All right. In another precept, it states, "He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and commandments unto Israel. He has not dealt so with any other nation." Let me read it again from the beginning. "Then the master said to the servant, Go into the highways and the hedges." That means out there in the cities where all the people are, "and compel them to come in, that my house may be full." Let me come from here and let's go to the book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse 20 through 23. And it reads here, the call of wisdom. Let me scroll down a bit. It states, "Wisdom calls aloud outside," because we know that the Spirit of the Lord does not dwell in temples made with hands. "She raises her voice in the open squares. She cries aloud in the chief concourses." Where's that? Where the places of business is being conducted, where all the people are. "At the openings of the gates of the city, she speaks her voice." Salakia, she speaks her words. "How long, you simple ones, will you love simplicity? For scorners delight in their scornings, and fools hate knowledge." You so-called blacks, Puerto Ricans, Native Americans, Hispanics, and Cubans, you hate the truth of this Bible, okay? This Bible is our history book, all right? It's also a prophetic book, all right, that tells what's going to happen in the near future, and it's all for the kingdom of Israel. Verse 23, "Turn at my rebuke. Surely I will pour out my spirit on you. I will make my words known unto you." And if you go back and watch this interaction, and I'm going to leave a link in the description so you can watch the entire video, all right? You can tell that the Spirit of the Lord fell on this man by way of the teaching of the truth of the men of Israel, all right? Let me come out of this, because we know that our people are likened unto lost sheep, Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 6, and it tells us, "My people hath been lost sheep. that shepherds have caused them to go astray. Which shepherds? Those shepherds in those Christian churches, because you're not going to learn anything there. That place is the congregation of the dead. All right? Continuing on, they have turned them away on the mountains. They have gone from mountain to hill. You think about a mountain is high. A hill is what? Low. All right? And our people are in a very low place. In fact, they're so low they are in gross darkness. Remember, the scriptures tells us, gross darkness the people. All right? Continuing on, they have forgotten their resting place. And where's our true resting place? Our resting place is in Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Let me come out of this and let me grab the parable of the lost sheep. In Luke chapter 15, verse 1 through 9, and it reads, the parable of the lost sheep. Now, the tax collectors and sinners were all gathered about to hear Yahushua. But the Pharisees and the teachers of the law muttered, meaning what? They complained. This man welcomes sinners and eats with them. All right? But continuing on, it tells us, then Yahushua told this parable. Suppose one has 100 sheep and loses one of them. Doesn't he leave the 99 in the open country and go after the one lost sheep until he finds it? That's what it's all about. Even if we reach just one. Okay? Verse 5. And when he finds it, he joyfully puts it on his shoulders and goes home, then calls his friends and his neighbors together and says, rejoice with me, I have found my lost sheep. I tell you that in the same way, there will be more rejoicing in heaven over one sinner who repents than 99 righteous persons who do not repent. Beautiful. Let's get to the parable of the coin. Or suppose a woman has 10 silver coins and loses one. Doesn't she light a lamp and sweeps the house? You know how diligent, especially if you're a good sweeper, you got to sweep the house diligently. All right? Okay? And that's what the men of the Lord doing on the highways and hedges. They're sweeping the house diligently, very thoroughly with this word. Doesn't she light a lamp? Another precept that comes to mind for your commandment is a lamp, in the teaching a light. Okay? Sweep the house and search it carefully until she finds it. And when she finds it, she calls her friends and neighbors together and rejoices. In Salakia, she calls her neighbors and friends together and says, rejoice with me, I have found my lost coin. And that's what happened here in this interaction here, man. And I'm going to leave a link in the description so you can watch this for yourself. All right? Because that's what it's all about. Seeking and reaching the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Call Halal, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Shalom.